I am Frances Hesselbein. I have had a long and wonderful life in Girl Scouting, beginning as a troop leader in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, then on the national board, and in 1976, July 1976, I came to New York to become the first National Executive Director, the first CEO to ever come from the field. It was an enormous honor, and I began my work as the National Executive Director, Girl Scouts of the USA, July 1976. I thought I would be there maybe 3 or 4 years. I was there 13 and a half years, about 5,000 days, and I never had a bad day. I had a couple tough days, never a bad day. And my last year, January 31st, 1999 to January 31st, 1990, was my last year. And it was the most exuberant year of my 13 years as CEO. And that's the way it ought to be. Leaving well is the last great gift that a leader can give to the organization. I loved every minute of my time with Girl Scouts of the USA. Now, 13 years based in New York City, and then working around the world. Many of the trips had to do with Girl Scouting, Girl Guiding. So far, 68 countries. And when I look at all of my Girl Scouting experiences, all over the world, all over our own country, the one closest to my heart was the late afternoon when I walked into the basement of the Second Presbyterian Church in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, where I had been pushed into becoming a Girl Scout leader of Troop 17. This very aggressive neighborhood chairman had determined that I was going to be a Girl Scout leader. And I kept telling this woman, look, I know nothing about little girls. I'm a mother of a little 8-year-old boy, and I really am not interested. She told me this sad story about 30 little girls, 10 years old, basement of this Second Presbyterian Church, and they were going to have to disband the troop. The leader had gone to India to be a missionary. Well, I felt very sad about these little girls, so I said, all right, I'll take it for 6 weeks, and we'll find a real leader in that time. She handed me a Girl Scout handbook, and I walked down the steps to that basement for the first time. And there were 30 little 10-year-old girls racing around, screaming, having a wonderful time. I didn't know any of them. They didn't know me. For the first and last time in my life, I said to a group, I am your leader. We, instead of 6 weeks, we stayed together for 8 years until all these little girls graduated from high school. That moment in the basement of the church, that was the beginning of my journey to leadership, of serving, of my philosophy. To serve is to live. To the best organization in the world and the best people in the world, this is my birthday wish for all of the people, over 3 million members, all of the people of Girl Scouts of the USA, of Girl Scouting in our country. My birthday wish for you is that the next 100 years will be as positive, as powerful, as exciting, as significant as the first 100 years. Girls will need Girl Scouting more than ever as we begin the next 100. And Girl Scouts of the USA will meet their needs in this next 100 years as such a positive and relevant and sensitive way. It will not be about the organization as they plan. It will be about the girls and what they need for the future. So I just hope the next 100 will be as inspiring and significant as the first 100.